Alright, trying my first video. Marcy and I are here together, driving down I-5, heading south. What's funny is we started off the day and it was gloomy out, and now that we're just a little south of Roseburg, it is nice and sunny and beautiful out. Still got some low clouds and still obviously looking a little bit like fall and winter, but doing pretty good so far. Loud road noises. It's very weird trying to film. I've noticed that I am not a good vlogger yet. I'm hoping that by the end of our trip, I will be 5% better. Mainly because I don't like to set too high goals. But, as you can see behind me there over my shoulder, I got Kay and Lacey. Marcy's driving. And then we brought another vehicle with us that has Judah and Heidi. They're in the 4Runner. We basically brought it so that when we're out in the desert, we could go tooling around in that instead of the van. Not have to shake everything up all the time. But right now, we're starting on our trip to the southwest U.S. Probably get about halfway today because it's going to be like 18 hours of driving. We got started today at 10 a.m. Since we had a bunch of vacation left, we decided, you know what, we should get out and look for the sun. Marcy in particular is really affected by the lack of sun that Oregonians get or don't get. And so we're heading down to the Arizona area, a little bit of Southern California, and see if we can't find ourselves some adventure along the way. We also invested in this van, a DIY RV, as it were, and we've done some modifications to make it homey, and we're wondering if we could live in this thing for 5 weeks. It's kind of funny, Marcy is driving and going around some S-turns, and what it does is make it so that the gyroscope I'm holding my cell phone on pan. You can see me move from right to left. One of the reasons we picked this as a vacation is we've been fascinated with travel, getting out and about, and on YouTube we've been watching people do van life, live in their vans, do lots of traveling, even a family in their van. And so we bought one a couple years ago and did some modifications, tried to make it livable. And I think the most we've done is, we've done a week and a half in Arizona. Last year we went to Sedona with some friends. But we thought, boy, what would it be like when we retire and we could go on the road and maybe be out longer? Well, when the idea came up that I had lots of extra vacation, and we thought, well, let's kind of put it to the test. Let's try our van, see what happens, see if it'll be fun, see if it'll be enjoyable as a family. So we got hopes that it will be a really fun endeavor. Honey, it's 8:30. Should we get the kids up?
Yep.
They're sleeping in like teenagers. Kay, get up! Judah! Hi, Lacey. There's Kay. Look how fast she is.
Morning. So he says no.
No, you can't skate.
Oh! That's too much.
Zoe says no thanks.
Sorry, Zoe.
So you're free.
Yeah, she says no more. There's such twins right there.
That's dangerous.
She's not doing anything.
Not for Zoe.
Need some help pushing that up. Whoa! Hey, you push, I'll pull.
Mess me up.
Shoot the gap, shoot the gap.
Well, I think we're ready to get going. Heidi's ready. Not really. We've prepped the van. Got it full of stuff.
Please, have a tablet. What?
Bye, Zoe.
What are you guys up to?
Those are seatbelts.
Oh yeah, gotta dig those out.
Success, right? We got the seatbelts out. Let me take a look.
I'm ready to get warm.
Nice. Starting out with Judah in here. Can't see him. Hey, Okay, just checking. And Heidi in the back seat. And we have Craig driving, Kenna saying goodbye. You guys look cozy. Snack bag right there. Thanks, Pittmans. I think this is what the drive is going to be like for them the whole way. Lunchtime.
You're heading up through one of the passes, heading south. What do you think of it?
It totally reminds me of when I was a kid, and I went to, we were going down to visit my sister Lisa in Ashland, and we were driving down here in a VW bus, and as we went up these passes that has 2 lanes and a really big shoulder, we would slow down to 20 miles an hour over in the shoulder, and I think most of the time get passed by the semis. It took forever.
Did you feel embarrassed getting passed by semis at that age?
Oh no. It was just, took a long time, and I'm sure I got bored of going up a hill at 20 miles an hour.
You probably grew up with going slow up hills, right?
Yep, that's just the way a VW rolls.
So how does it feel to be in a Mercedes going up the hills now?
Oh, this has got a lot of power. Although I'm a little bit, what is it when you're cheap? What's the word when you're cheap?
Thrifty?
Yeah, thrifty, skinflint, whatever it is. But as I push on the gas, I can just see all the coins going down the drain because the fuel is being used up.
A little bit of Marcy coming through in that story.
Yeah,
But again, that's because your dad was thrifty.
that's true. I can't help it. I'll catch Craig filming as I film. He's in there with the kids. They stopped by Popeyes, where I went to Safeway to run and use the bathroom and grab something there. Now Judith's letting Craig know, hey, Mom's filming too. Who worked hard on dinner tonight?
I did. Not me.
Doing an app is hard.
Doing an app.
Ordering it on an app.
I'll go drive-through next time.
That was painful.
We don't go drive-through on the van.
Couldn't do drive-through because Marcy's bladder.
All right, guys. After what, 6 hours? What do you think of sitting in this back seat?
It's very comfortable, but you can't lay down without the seatbelt choking you.
Well, in Turlock, California. Hey, Lacey, how's it going down there?
Smells really bad.
Smells like a dump. Someone was wondering if it was cows or a dump.
I think it's cows.
I think it's a dump. So we're gonna hopefully see in the morning.
We drove until 9:30 last night and ended up staying at the rest stop right next to the freeway. Really loud, but we were safe and secure and had bathrooms for the morning. Had a long day of driving, got another 8 hours to go today. What do you think of breakfast? Windmills being made right there. Big lunch and a little lunch. Mama bear, baby bear. These are all the airplanes that they've probably parked since nobody flies anymore. Check it out, all the windmills and all the airplanes.
This is the inaugural use of this table.
Craig just made this fancy dancy thing. Pretty cool. We're en route to Arizona. We really just stopped here for the last little bit of gas we'll need before we can wait until we buy in Arizona. That's like $2 a gallon. Eating lunch that we grabbed at Costco yesterday. How's everybody doing?
Great. This makes me think of the commercial where one guy says to the other guy, "Oh, you're a brie man."
Kay's the only one who got it. First question's for Judah. Judah, you've driven both the 4Runner and the van. What do you think of both of those? Which would you prefer to drive?
The 4Runner.
All right, why's that?
It's got better seats and it's small.
Next one's going to be for Heidi. So before you take a bite there, Heidi, you've ridden in which vehicles?
Both.
Both vehicles. What do you prefer?
The 4Runner.
Why is that?
Well, these seat buckles are really tight. And you can't really move around.
Any other observations? Highlights, lowlights today?
Sleep is what? A low light or a highlight? Both.
Okay, what forms of entertainment have you had on this trip?
Reading, watching a show, listening to a book, listening to music, and sleeping.
Which have you done most of?
I've tried sleeping the most, but it hasn't worked out. So I'd say kind of equal between book and reading.
What's your favorite snack so far, Lacey?
Skittles.
Skittles.
And Chevy Monza. It's pretty cool. Obviously at a Walmart in Barstow with a train going by. Marcy's gonna drive. I'm gonna try to watch some football.
All right, we just made it to our second night spot in the middle of nowhere. You get a view down to where the city is. Here's Craig setting up the movie screen for the very first time while on the road. We're gonna watch church here in a minute with everybody. Once the kids get back, we sent them on an errand to go get, important stuff like milk, motor oil, fingernail clippers, and paper towels. Here we go in Arizona, enjoying our very first coffee, and it's quiet. The kids are all sleeping, of course. And this is what we really enjoy doing, is hanging out with a coffee with a pretty view. And the second point of interest is, notice this guy down here with his hood up. Arizona Mystery Number 1. And we Googled it. We think we know the answer, but if you know, go ahead and leave a comment.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but Marcy looks happy. There's sun highlighting her hair. It's our first morning, as she said, in Arizona. What do you think of the drive down here?
I think it was, 9 hours one day, 8 hours the next, whatever. 2 full days of driving. Went pretty simple and easy. Not very exciting, but now we're here.
Yeah,
So it was worth it.
definitely. Since you could even walk outside and not be chilled.
Yeah, I look like I'm cold, but it's just because I like to be cozy.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably pretty hectic and choppy and all that, but we found that filming while driving is not the easiest thing. And we're still pretty new to this, so we're wondering even how to do it. So hope you guys enjoyed it and hope you have a great day.
See you next time.